that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look like. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting them guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look like. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Collins breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And look at this, it's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Jay. Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Foles. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Foles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed, and their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get him. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? Number 1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
They run with Collins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
Nobody believes them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Get this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hand.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Sproles. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They'll set up a throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll get it up the middle, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold. That hurts the crowd.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Completes it to Ajayi. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Burks over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 48 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On second down, here's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On third down, Jackson, and that is incomplete.
I I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Drops it off to Ajayi. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And welcome back.